and now another completely different school. And I have visited the American school. We've got Jodie, and she's going to tell us all about another very exciting, fantastic place. So over to you, Jodie.
Thanks so much, Hillary, for inviting me. It's a pleasure to be here tonight. I'm the Dean of Admissions at the American School, so in London, so a little bit different from everyone else. And I have been there for 33 years. When I say it out loud, I can't even believe it. It's an amazing place. We're a co-ed school, and we actually are for children from ages 4 to 18. And sometimes I know that the name of our school, the American School in London, lends itself to misinterpretation. So I wanted to have a chance to talk to you a little bit tonight about what we really are. And I do have a few slides. So I'm just gonna share my screen. And there we go. So one of the main things really to know about us is that we're a mission-driven school. And that means that all the decisions we make through the lens of our admission statement, which is that we empower each student to be a lifelong learner and a courageous global citizen by fostering intellect, creativity, inclusivity, and character. And what that really means is that we care about our students' experience now, but we also want them to be happy grown-ups, thriving in the world, and comfortable as citizens of the wider world. We're also committed to building and sustaining a diverse, equitable, and inclusive school community. And our board approved a DEI statement in April of 2020, and we're committed to providing equitable access to all facets of our school life, dedicated to fostering an inclusive school environment in which all members can thrive and be themselves in a fully authentic manner. And there's no national curriculum in the United States like there is here. Whoops. And so what we mean by an American education isn't about the content of the curriculum, but more the way in which we think about teaching and learning. And that's embodied in our portrait of a learner. And you can see all the aspects of that here. And as much as we're mission driven, we're also data driven. And our program is designed to develop in each student the qualities that we think are most important for learning. Our students are critical thinkers, collaborators, communicators, explorers, and innovators. And they seek balance in their life, and they look after each other and each other's well-being as well as their own. At ASL, it's not just about getting the right answer or prepping for a test, but about learning to ask the right questions and solve real-world problems, acting courageously with kindness, integrity, respect, and responsibility in the process. Those are our core values, and every single student in the school, including our 4-year-olds, could tell you that and tell you what they mean. We believe that learning is social and that children learn from each other, but that the relationship that a student has with their teacher is the single most important factor in their learning. Our students feel empowered to take risks, to make mistakes, to accept feedback, and to understand their own learning style and advocate for themselves. And another thing we're not is just for Americans. So we have a very international community. As you can see from this slide, I love this, that we can say that 70% of our students have a US passport and 65% of them have a non-US passport. And that's because so many have more than one citizenship. And every year around half of our students join us from the US, around 18 to 20% from other international schools, and the rest are in London already. So lots of those children are 4 coming into our pre-kindergarten program, but many of them are joining us in what for us is 6th grade is the equivalent of year 7 in the British system. And people also wonder too if we have a lot of turnover, if our students move around a lot, and they really don't. About 85 to 90% of our students are with us from one year to the next. one of the hallmarks of an American education is offering a broad selection of courses, which allows children to explore their interests and follow their passions. And these are just some of the examples available to students in our middle school, in addition to their regular core curriculum of mathematics, humanities, science, and languages. And I would say that we have, as a school, a real commitment to the arts. All of our middle school students learn to play an instrument and play either in the band or the orchestra, and everybody sings in the choir. And then we also have a huge athletic program, as well as many other after-school activities. And we are forever indebted to our Board of Trustees in the 60s, who acquired our St. John's Wood campus. We have about 3 acres in St. John's Wood and a fabulous purpose-built school, which we've added onto and divided up many times over the years. And then we also have 21 acres of playing fields at Cannons Park, which is 9 stops away on the Jubilee line. And we have about 1,350 to 1,400 children in the school, and our 6th grade has about 120 students. And we actually increased the capacity of our 6th grade to accommodate applications from students who are applying from British schools at 11 plus. And just because we're an American school doesn't mean you have to go to an American university. So we've sent you a link to this document, or I think you'll be forwarding the Lyceum School will be forwarding on the link to this full document, but many of our students use advanced placement exams, which are American exams, as the equivalent of A-levels to attend British universities. So these are some of the offers our students have had in the last, and the ones in bold are where they've actually matriculated. So we've sent this link to you, as well as the link for a number of other documents on our website. And then just to talk a little bit about admissions, we have a slightly different process than the British system. We take applications 1 year before entry. So applications for September 22 will open in July. The deadline is the 15th of January, and all of this information is available on our website. We actually asked to see school reports for the last 2.5 years because it's important to us to understand how a student is on a daily basis and not just how they do on exams. We ask for a recommendation from the class teacher, and we also, of course, welcome the head's report that is more traditional in the British system. The students do a little questionnaire to tell us about themselves, and we do require some standardized testing, which is different from the 11 plus. So it's called the Independent School Entrance Exam, and all of the information about that is available on our website. So we would love to have you in person. I don't know when that's going to be. I hope it's soon. But we do have virtual admissions meetings and tours of the school. So you can register for those on our website. And we are having an open house on the 22nd of April, virtually, unfortunately, with our head and the members of our senior leadership team, and a little tour of the school as well. So if you'd like to come to that, you are welcome to register on our website. And that's all from me. Thank you so much for having me, Hillary.